Welcome back to Baseline Fresh Detailing. Today's video is going to be focusing on a specific topic, and it's also going to be answering a Reddit question that I saw a really long time ago from a frustrated user. I'll throw a screenshot up of the full question right now, and then later on in the video I'll show my response that I sent to this person, the advice that I gave them. But that's basically what this entire video is about. How do you clean underneath the seats, along the railings, in between the center console? Why are there so many detailing videos out there, but none of them ever show footage of this stuff? People just skip over it. So I'm gonna hopefully help you guys out, and I'm gonna put out a video specifically looking at how to clean underneath these seats. I have some footage from a Lexus RX 350, and then I also have some footage from a Nissan Pathfinder, two really dirty SUVs, perfect examples, great footage that I knew I could use to help show you guys my method when I'm out there mobile detailing. I specifically had this video in mind, so in some of these I'm using the GoPro on the head mount, and then in some of them I took my camera and my GoPro in my hand and I was trying to hold it closer to the action. I was trying to get better angles for you guys. Especially in this Pathfinder footage coming up, you guys will see me attempt to, try out these different angles and show you guys just how awkward it is, just how tough it is. A lot of these detailers out there skip it because it requires a lot more work and not that much payoff. Not many viewers are actually asking for this. It is a good thing if you want to look it up on yourself, but for entertainment purposes, it's easy to just skip over this. So this is more of an informational video, some tips and some advice. I have a lot of tools that I use, that I lean on, and of course having a good vacuum is definitely a big help. This is going to focus more on vacuuming and brushing. If you need videos for stain removal or things like that, like chemical cleaning, I have other videos up on my channel. You can go check those out at the link above, or just click on my logo. The tools that I use. As you can see in both of these clips that I'm showing, I have a special attachment on my vacuum. Instead of using a tube extension on the end, I have a more slim, lower profile extension. You can see here on my vacuum itself, the vacuum hose. It has a smaller opening. It's not really a tube, it's more rectangular shaped, so it can fit in between the center console a lot better. You can slide it under seats a lot better. It fits into many places, and the body of it, a portion of the body, is actually rubber, so it can flex and it can move around. The usual extensions that come with your vacuum are usually tubes of hard plastic, and they're kind of awkward to use when you need to get them in tight corners. This is a great tool. I found it at my local hardware store. I go to Home Depot or Canadian Tire. Whatever your local version is, I'm sure they probably have it. It should be a fairly common vacuum extension. Next, moving on, I have an assortment of brushes that I use. You can see I have a hand brush, a small white bristle hand brush, and then I also have the drill brush on my DeWalt drill. That's for a little bit extra cleaning power, but in general I prefer using my hand brushes more than my drill brush. That's just how I operate. And I find it's also just as quick as a drill brush if you know what you're doing, so it's not like you're wasting time. But using that hand brush and the drill brush, you can get those wide areas. You can try and maneuver it underneath the seats using the handle of the brush. And then for the corners and the really tight details, I just use a regular toothbrush. Or you can get a wheel woolly to get into these really tight corners. The railings of seats, around the edges where people's sneakers really rest and leave dirt and little tiny pebbles and things like that. You can even use it for the channels of certain grooves along the edge of the wall, the bottom of the car. So having these specific tools for the job really makes it easier. Toothbrushes are really cheap, they're really common and easy to come by. You don't need a specific detailing brush or any sort of that stuff. These work really well. I've been using them for years and been getting professional results. So these are just my things that I'm passing on to you guys. So now that we know our tools that we're going to use, how do you use them? you need to approach the seats from multiple angles. If you need to go back and forth around the car, so be it. That's how you get a really good clean. Go from the front, pull the seat all the way forward, whether it's a manual chair or an electric chair. Try to go as far as possible. Vacuum what you can from multiple angles. Then go push the chair the other way. Fold it back all the way. Use every option and every lever that you can in order to reveal all these spots. Another tip that I have, use your toothbrush wisely, use the extension on your vacuum, try and get into those faraway places, those specific hard to reach places deep underneath the seat, along the railing. When it comes to things like SUVs and bench seats, it can get really tough trying to get into those hook points for where the seats connect. The way they flip, pack some of these seats away or fold them in a certain way to let you get access to different pieces of the plastic underneath the seats. Try to get creative with it. Once again, attack it from all angles. Take a step back and think about different ways you can get to these hard to reach places. So I'll throw up the screenshot of what I said and how I responded to them, and the person really liked my advice, thankfully, so I'm glad I could help them out in that regard. Thanks for watching Baseline Fresh Detailing. If you like this video, I drop a new one every single Friday, and I haven't missed it for a year. I have over 100 detailing videos, long form, short, quick ones, anything you want, I've probably done it.